Good morning. 511, quintessential mastery. That's what I'm calling those numbers. And I've been awake for 3 hours approximately, and out of bed for half of that time. Anyway, lots of thoughts this morning, some concerns, good meditation, good contemplation. Matters of the Heart is the title for today, and I wrote, "The time in which we find ourselves is beyond incredible. Who would have believed, even last year, that so much could be changing so fast? With the energies of the ninth wave converging on human consciousness, more and more are remembering that we are not only all related, we are starting to love one another. Thank God that matters of the heart are finally moving into a more dominant position. Everything is changing." And I know, depending on where you look, you may not think that anything is changing, because it all depends on where you're putting your focus. I choose to put my focus on the things that I'm looking for. I'm looking for the changes. And when I look for it, I find it, because that's the way consciousness works. Just like the double slit experiment. If you're looking for a wave, you find the wave. If you're looking for a particle, you find a particle. If you're looking to maintain the status quo, you're going to think nothing's changing. If you think that we're in a time of quantum leap, the shift of the ages, everything is changing. And if you believe we're in the ninth wave, everything is changing very rapidly. I believe that's the reality. I want to share an email that I got with you yesterday. I get lots of emails, as you may imagine, and some of them are absolutely tear-jerkers, and they just make my heart sing. And that's what it was, this letter that made me choose the title Matters of the Heart, because this is just phenomenal. So I'm going to click over to it. Hi, Ron. This is about my reflections on relationship videos, or video. My name is Jeanette. I'm a 29-year-old woman from Sweden. I just started to watch some of your videos a few days ago. I really enjoy them. They're so honest and moving. I presume that you've gotten a lot of response about this video. I believe that a lot of people might have felt that you were talking to them. I want to share with you my experience from your video. A few seconds before you started talking about your heart feeling different from the previous videos, and that you have felt you were connecting to someone or maybe even several people, I was thinking, wow, imagine having him as a father. It must be amazing to have a father who is so evolved and full of love, who has such deep awareness. Then you started talking about the connection you were feeling and how your heart felt different. I got a very focused awareness from that moment on. And when you came back to it again, and you looked straight into the camera and said, "You are enough," I completely broke down. I felt like my heart was going to explode from both pain and thankfulness, and a sort of recognition, all in a weird cocktail at the same time. Tears are still running down my face. I can't get them to stop. You really opened up something in me. I can't label the feeling as good or bad. I just know it feels a lot. Now I'm going to take my dog for a last walk before I go to bed and try to stop crying, or I'll look like a boxer after 12 rounds tomorrow. Not exactly my favorite face at work. Thank you for this and your other videos, Ron. Your warmth and love touches me deeply, obviously. Lots of love for you. Namaste. Jeanette. Wow. yes, I feel the love, not just from Jeanette, but from so many people around the world. If there's anything that's changed for me in this ninth wave, in this 2011 year, this special year on Earth, in the evolution of our planetary and human consciousness, it's that I feel more connected, more related to more people than I've ever done in my entire life. My family literally goes around the globe. When I mentioned on that video that I wanted to go to my first ever high school class reunion in October, I had a couple that I don't even know that live in southern New York, southeastern New York State, offered to let me stay at their place. And another lady whom I do know, who lives close, offered me a laptop computer to take with me so that I could keep my videos up. And as I'm thinking of that trip, I'm thinking I'd really like to stay somewhere in North Carolina so that I don't have to make the 20-hour trip straight through this time like I've done so many times in the past, especially doing the daily videos, that I'd like to have a place sort of in the middle, and I'm thinking North Carolina is about the proper place where I could, stop and I could have a place to do my video, some place that has Wi-Fi, wireless internet, because I don't have wireless internet, by the way, in my home. I still have, everything in my house is still wired. I still have wired phones, believe it or not. Yes, I do. I haven't joined the wireless revolution, not even with cell phones. But anyway, if I'm meant to go, it's going to fall in place. This is the beauty of what's happening to me. I mean, I just talk about something and people say, whoa, I can help, I can help. And this is what's happening all over the world, folks. It's not just Ron. My God, this is all over. We're recognizing that we're one, that we're family, that we're related. We're recognizing that even when our religion is different, it doesn't matter, because the command is to love. And love is universal. It has no doctrine. It has no dogma. Love is just simply accepting what is and accepting people where they are and loving as we are. And this is so powerful, a transformative substance. And it is substance. It is evidence. And you can see it if you look for it. It's the evidence of things hoped for, or the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. They talk about that being faith. That's love. That's love. Love is substance. Love is evidence. And it's everywhere if you look for it. If you'll open your mind and open your heart and stop letting the past be like an anchor and hold you down. This is a time of awakening. This is a time of remembering. This is a time when we have the opportunity for everything to come together. We have the opportunity to make new choices, especially in how we define ourselves and how we define the world that we're living in. It's a beautiful world that has given us the opportunity to experience everything we've experienced, good and bad. As the lady says, I don't know whether to call it good or bad. It's just like a cocktail, and we've had this wonderful cocktail that we've been serving to ourselves, lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. We've been able to experience the illusion. We've been able to experience man's inhumanity to man. We've been able to experience war. We've been able to experience a little bit of peace once in a while. We've been able to experience lack, and we've been able to experience plenty. Most of us the lack. But we're waking up. And as we wake up, the plenty is right at our doorstep. The plenty is here. I know, the people that have run the world for all this time, they're still trying to hang on. I get it. I see that too. I'm not blind. I got a letter from the lawyer again, the bank's lawyer, yesterday. Not just a letter. They have filed a motion once again to try to stop the appeal, claiming that I've broken some of the rules and trying to get me on technicalities. That's what I knew that that was the game that they would play. Dismiss it because I didn't do double spacing. I only did 1.5 times spacing. Dismiss it because I broke this rule and I didn't follow that guideline in how to present myself, because I'm presenting from a totally different perspective than they are. And that's the way the world is right now. Those of us that are waking up are seeing things very differently from those that are trying to hang on to the old and resist the change. We're seeing things very differently. It's a different world. I'm not living in the same world as the lawyer is. I'm not living in the same world as the bankers are that are trying to hang on, and the politicians that are trying to hang on to the old. I'm not living in that world, but yet I'm in that world. But that's not my reality. That's not my dominant point of view. Not at all. And this time, I mean, did it concern me? Sure, a little bit. Was I afraid? No. Because I know that everything is working out. And this is the beauty. All that I need comes to me in perfect synchronicity. Everything is serendipitous in my life, and I'm allowing that, and I'm looking for it. And I encourage you to do the same thing. Look for the good things to happen, because they're here. They're here for each of us. But if you don't look for it, if you choose not to see it, not to receive it, it's not going to do you any good. But there is so much good. So much wonder, so much incredible change that's happening as so many people that we're related to, we're all related to each other. So many of us are waking up. So many of us are finally getting it. So many of us are remembering to love ourselves in a holistic way, in a healthy way, not a narcissistic, arrogant way, but in a way that allows us to experience the joy and the real happiness of connection at a deep heart-to-heart level. These are matters of the heart that are awakening within us, within you, within me, within so many. You don't see it yet? You will if you give it half a chance. And that's all anybody's asking, is just to give it half a chance, and you'll awaken. Because this is the love of God being poured out in our hearts, in our minds, in our souls, in our lives. And it's going to change the whole world from darkness to light. Watch, folks, watch. This is the awakening. This is the time when we get to transform the entire world to a place of peace and a place of creativity like we've never seen before. It's a new renaissance. We're on the doorstep of that new renaissance, when people are going to be able to fulfill their dreams and fulfill their destinies as never before. You're one of them. I'm one of them. Together, we change the world to matters of the heart. I love you. Namaste.